IVC, Dale Gateful 33 here. It's just about light enough to do this video in natural light. It's a horrible grey December day here in south of England. So yeah, so this is a response video. James Griffiths did a male-female duos video, and there's been a number of responses, and I just saw John 6-inch Pianist did one on soul related, so I've tried to do one that's folk related, but try not to repeat a lot of records that I've already shown, so I've had to be a little bit creative with what is folk. In fact, one or two of them definitely aren't. So these are alphabetical order. So first one up is one of my favourite modern folk duos, Josiane Clarke and Ben Walker. This is their third, maybe second album. Nothing Can Bring Back the Hour. Yeah, so this is great. So Ben is a guitarist and well, multi-instrumentalist, but typically acoustic guitar and electric guitar, and Josiane does the songwriting and singing, and so this is a mix of self-penned songs. Particularly I'd recommend track 3 on side 1, It Would Not Be a Rose. Also the last track, I Never Learned French, but then they also do some covers of folk standards like Let No Man Steal Your Time. So yeah, nice album. So that's that. This one I have shown as my record store day find, but I've now played it, so that I couldn't completely avoid duplication. So Shirley Collins and David Graham. So David Graham, fantastic performer in his own right, but here as a guitarist, typically with Shirley Collins' distinctive folk vocals. So probably not much more needs to be said about that. This is where I kind of doesn't really qualify, but I'll put it in anyway. So this is Beth Gibbons and Rustin Man. So Beth Gibbons from Portishead and Rustin Man. So this is from 2002, and yeah, it's obviously very Portishead-like, but with more of a kind of acoustic stripped back feel. Yeah, so really strong album. If you like the Portishead sound, the Beth Gibbons sound, highly recommend it. This is a US duo, husband and wife, the Handsome Family, Brett and Rennie Sparks, isn't it? I think, yeah. Yeah, so I've got a number of their albums on CD. This is the only one I've got on vinyl, called Singing Bones. So I think Brett has sort of does the lead vocals and the songwriting, I think, and his wife does kind of backing vocals typically. Yeah, he's suffered with mental health, I think, over the years, and that's reflected, I think, in his, I don't know whether this is a kind of way of a therapy in the songwriting, but quite dark, often murder ballads, yeah, so yeah, really, I mean, on this one, The Forgotten Lake and Girl with the Golden Hair, the first 2 songs are really strong. It's a really good album. So that's the Handsome Family. So here we have Sandra Kerr and John Faulkner, who did the music and arrangements for the kids TV series in the early 70s, I think early 70s, maybe late 60s as well, Bagpus. So this was an album put out by Earth Recordings. Earth Recordings are putting out some great stuff. Yeah, this is the sort of deluxe edition with the kind of multi-picture inserts, which I'm gonna try not to get my grubby fingers all over. So they slot in the cover there. So it's obviously lots and lots of short snippets, folky tracks that were used in the TV series. Normally with the high-pitched squeaky mice doing, you know, we will wash it, or we will rub it, or we will lace it, we will do it, and undo it. So yeah, but lots of that, but also some folk tunes mixed in as well. So yeah, that's that one. This I've only recently got, it's just come out. This is the Left Outsides, again a duo, a folk duo. Alison Cotton, certainly, and Mark Nicholas, who are a couple, I think, in real life anyway. And this is just come out. So yeah, it's a mix of, there is folky, but it's also, I mean, it's even got like a garage psych banger, if you like, at the end of side A. But yeah, so it's a mix. Alison plays the violin. She's just done a solo album as well, which I've got. So yeah, it's a mix of kind of, I guess, ambient droney stuff that's kind of got a folk leaning. I mean, they're part of this Bandcamp folk family that do a lot of kind of acid folk stuff as well. But they've got definitely their own direction. So this and a great artwork on the cover. A bit more traditional is Maddie Pryor and Tim Hart and Summer Solstice. So Maddie Pryor, obviously, probably needs no introduction, but yeah, and this is a mix of male lead and female lead. Yeah, so Tim Hart's doing the kind of instrumentation with guitar and dulcimer, harmonium. It's from the early 70s, so 71. Yeah, so it's of that kind of folk rock time, but this is much more stripped back. And yeah, and sometimes Tim Hart's vocals are a bit, you know, hey nonny nonny, but he does an absolutely fantastic song, Dancing at Whitsun, that's got string arrangements, you know, not heavy string arrangements, but string arrangements by Robert Kirby, who was of sort of Nick Drake fame for the arrangements. So yeah, really interesting album. This was a record store day. I don't know much about it. Death and the Lady, where it's Michael Raven and Joan Mills. So Michael Raven is I think a Welsh folk artist, and Joan Mills is from the Midlands, and yeah, this he does the arrangements and the instrumentation, and she sings in a very kind of traditional folk style, and yeah, she's got a good voice. It's not top notch, but it's very, very good. And so yeah, a lot of traditional folk songs arranged by Michael Raven. So yeah, good record store day pickup. So this one needs probably, again, no introduction. Richard and Linda Thompson. So this is just one I haven't shown before, which is Hokey Pokey. So yeah, fantastic. One of their stronger albums. Obviously the first one is a bit of a weird, kind of amusing Hokey Pokey, the ice cream song. But there is, I'm trying to find what is, yeah, it's just a strong album all over. I'm trying to find a standout track. A Heart Needs a Home. So I knew there was one kind of more famous song. A Heart Needs a Home is kind of a Linda Thompson ballad that is beautiful. That is it Linda Thompson? Now I'm confused because of the box set. They do, I think there's alternate versions of that. I'll shut up and move on. So finally, this was reissued a couple of years ago. Bright Phoebes by Lal and Mike Waterson of the Waterson dynasty. So this is an early 70s album, not much to show in the gatefold there. I forget when it was exactly from, 72. Got a lot of guest appearances on it, and yeah, so Lal Waterson's got a very monotone, very monotone, but very folk style. A little bit Anne Briggs like in her delivery, a little bit even Karen Dalton like in her delivery, and then there's Mike Waterson also sings on this, and as I say, it's got a lot of guests. So even like the first one called Rubber Band, which is supposed to be about, they've just got a band together, but it's got Tim Hart, Maddie Pryor, it's got Richard Thompson, it's got Ashley Hutchins, it's got Dave Mattox, amongst another 4 or 5 others, and Norman Waterson from the Watersons. So it was a good mix of, say, male and female songs, some very, very traditional stripped back, some a bit more with more instrumentation going on. But yeah, good album, Bright Phoebes. So that's 10. So thanks, James, for starting this. Cheers, bye.